everybody! So this week I got a special guest for our adult class, right? So last couple of weeks we've been speaking about escape from the bottom. As we are in the transition movement, I would like to remind you our escape from mount last week and into close guard. As you got in close guard, what you do to get on the mount, right? Because this is what we're working on our curriculum this week is top mount. However, we need to make the right connection. So I think it's really important to work on that transition. So I'm gonna show you guys a very sweet technique, very easy for sweep. It works for beginners and advanced, and you always can play around with those options, all right? So are you ready? So we're gonna start in the mount position with me. So mount top. So last week, like I said, very beginner, a very important position here, and I use this a lot. Like 95% of the escapes does come from this movement here that I'm creating. So my both elbows always should be nice and tight when on the bottom and my back flat. I don't want to start turning to the side, otherwise I'm gonna be giving my back. So right here, both hands wants to go to one side of the hip. I don't want to work separately, especially if the guy is very strong, very tall, right? Like my teammate here, you're gonna end up in trouble because their legs never gonna move from the ground. So right here, my both hands go inside to one leg. So hand the hip, sorry about that. I'm gonna push, once I'm gonna breach, I need to hip escape and turn. So I can create this little window and shovel this leg in. Right now, halfway through, I'm gonna have to turn, so I can't stop right there and hold the shoulder. So the other leg can come through, I can kick it and go for my close guard. So that's just a refresher for my sweep technique. Right here, I need to progress. So this is where we stop. So I need to think how to get a mount. This is your main goal, submission or a mount position. So I either can have double grip on the sleeves, or I can have sleeve and lapel. It's up to you what works best, okay? Or otherwise you can actually work with the lapel, opening up and doing grips for that as well. But let's go for the basics. Things that always work is always there for you. So right here, I personally like to work with open guard because my legs are short, so I feel very comfortable, right? I know tons of other people that have short legs and they love close guard position. So for me, what I'm gonna work on is the close guard. This guy's gonna work hard to open the guard. So I'm gonna tie him out. So right here, I start with my double grip on the sleeve, then I transit, pulling them closer, and right here, every time they want to escape, I tighten them down and wait for them. The moment they explode to get out, and they decide to then very suddenly move, so try to explode and get out. Boom! I go there and put my foot on the hip, right? So I don't want to be square right here right now. I need to think fast. So it will all depend for where the balance is going. So you have to think about tabletop. Right here, I want to either try to square it up, going to one side. Ah! Nice. Come on top. Or to the other, right? So again, if I go right here, I go from it's all right. Just go up a little bit on the legs. There we go. Or here, like again, I keep one foot on the hip. The other one can allow me to move a little bit. No, you stay on top, stay on top. Remember, you're strong, strong. Good job. And one leg up. There we go. So I can be in a position where I'm controlling the sleeves, controlling the hip, and controlling the leg. Alright? Alright guys, so like I was commenting before, on the position here, I need to make sure that I'm on my side. If I do have an open guard position, I cannot stay here on my back. Because the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna either pressure pass or they're gonna take your legs away and you're gonna lose all your ammunition, right? Yeah, if they grab the trousers and push, pull all the way back, pull, and then they're gonna throw it on, yeah, they're gonna smash, it's gonna be a bad day for me, right? So I'm gonna go back there on the open guard position. So every time I open up my guard and I decided to work from here, I must have the sleeve control. Because they're gonna try to stand up, fair enough. That's all they're gonna have to do from here. Either they're gonna go for a butterfly pass or get it here. This moment, that's where I have to be very smart where I'm going. Like I said, if I feel that there's no space, I have to push them back a little and angle myself. I normally like to use them to angle myself on a monkey grip foot, and that's here. Every time I decide to move around, I either gonna go hip or inside thigh and take them out, right? Oh no, like all control. So once I do that, so I go for them out. How that felt?
That felt painful.
Felt good. I'm sorry. And that's where we're gonna start in the mount position. So all the transition, all this is extra, so you guys can think about where you're coming from and where you're going, right? So superior positions in Jiu Jitsu, submissions and a mount. So you have to understand how to get there as many ways as possible. Once you get here, my favorite technique to finish it up from here. You okay? I'm not gonna squish you, I promise. So mount position, you have to think about having great control with a low and high mount. And once that happens, that's where position is going to have work for you, the submissions, right? So let me get this right. So once you're in a mount position, you have to always take control with a high mount or low mount, and your submissions will come out from there. So if I'm on a low mount, I always want to make sure, let's turn around. Ooh, good job. That I will use my grapevine as my first option here to literally spread it out. So I'm not gonna drop my weight in the bro, but you can imagine like sprawl down and hold it here. They don't like that. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna escape, take one foot up, the other foot up, and bring this foot very close from the hip. Just stay there for a second. Elbows in, hands there. Good job. So right there, they're gonna try to close the gaps that are between their bodies, so they get stronger and don't give anything away, right? But while he's working on that again, go back for 1 second. He's working on this escape from my grapevine. I'm gonna take advantage because he's gonna try to push it on my leg while he's doing that. Look, I'm gonna take 1, 2. While he's working on this, my high mount was gonna come right from there. You can squeeze it tight. Sorry about that. It's getting red. And just keep it nice and strong here. What I like the most is I'm controlling the both sleeves, is that I'm gonna actually hold both arms. And look, put your hands on the ground if your teammate is smaller than you, if it's your teddy bear, right? Or if it's somebody that doesn't know Jiu Jitsu and they're helping you out, you can use your knees and your hands to help with transitions. Doesn't look pretty, but you can slowly work on your ass mount and get it for your armbar, or you can literally, let me go back there. Stay there, stay there. So you're right there? Yeah. So here you're gonna get your top position with the armbar. If you, like I said, try to be nice to them, you keep your body weight on top of your knee in your hands. If you'd like to finish on the armbar, you can always go back. As long as you don't give a lot of space, keep it tight, finish in the armbar from here. Or if they're very smart and then decide to, a little bit of a gap was able to get here, and you're gonna pull this elbow in towards their body, right? As they pull this elbow in, take this arm around, look what's happening. We're gonna have a top triangle position. Sorry, Gabriel. Stay there, stay there. Stay there, take that arm right. Look, anytime one arm is tight, stuck inside, that means the triangle is gonna happen. So I like to finish a triangle on top. I'm so sorry. So it's gonna look like this. Come back here. So put your head this way. I will be nice, okay? Like I'm doing right now. So line that this way. No, sorry. Wait. Yeah. I will just move you. Oh. No, don't worry about it. I promise I will take care. Okay. Let me put this on me. Alright, so we just moved a little bit closer so you guys can see that. Anytime that the arm, you're being very brave. It's okay, I promise I will be careful, okay? So anytime that your arm is in and the other is out, triangle, my friend. So look, I don't want to roll back. I want to stay on top. So what I need to do here is very nicely, take the hands off the ground and bring your leg in. So look, the triangle position just happened, right? Again, all you need to do is keep this leg moving this way, and the other one is nice and tight. You're good there? Yeah. Always check your teammate, right? Especially if they have been so nice and helping you well. So I can put more pressure down, but now it's on my goal. I just want to get the right position. You can always cross the arm and keep the pressure down. This hip drop is what's gonna actually get your position. My knee is normally tight. When the normal adult space feeling here, my knees is very close from the shoulders. Right now I'm being very nice, okay? Because my teammate's super cool. So right here, all we need to do is drop the body weight and hold this arm across. Right? Woo, you got it? Good. How's that way? Scary? You're so brave. Thank you for helping there. So remember, and when you're there, keep that position nice and tight. And the triangle is going to be?
Perfect.
Perfect. All right, so thank you everybody. Hopefully that was a good technique and a good transition for you to upskill your mount game, your sweep, and your mount position. Thank you, Gabriel.
Welcome.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. That was awesome. Thank you.